Hey guys, so today's video will be on Paperclip AI. Paperclip AI is an open source orchestration software for Claude Code, Gemini, and Codex agents that lets you run the agents together as an AI company, and it gives them different roles like CEO, CTO, and then engineer, reviewer, etc. Whatever roles you want to give the agents. And the reason why Paperclip is cool to me is because you can run these agents on a timed basis, on a schedule, and complete tasks for you with no human input. And it also allows the agents to communicate with each other, discuss problems, discuss what's worked, and lets the orchestrator agent give new tasks to its teammates and its employees beneath him. I think the Paperclip is important because it's kind of the next step towards what I think will be important this year, which is AI agents that are integrated within your company that work continuously on your behalf with full context, where you can communicate with them and they can use tools and whatever they need to do to get tasks done for you and then report back to you or someone above you. And I think we saw a bit of this with OpenClaw, which was more of a personal assistant that used heartbeats and kind of ran in the cloud. This is a next step where you can use your Claude Code agents and then kind of get the same effect. But I don't think it's quite there yet, but I think this is the next step. And this is why it's important for people like us who are trying to stay in the loop and try to learn more about AI. We need to know these tools and be able to use them, orchestrate them ourselves, and get better at these. To do a demo on Paperclip, I'm going to actually onboard a company right now. I'm going to launch a company called CodeForge, which is just purely a coding company. And my CEO, his name is Marcus, and I'll show you his files. Same agent framework as I've had before with the 6 different files, but I'll show you guys what he actually does. Just a quick summary of what we've told him. He takes project briefs from the board, turns them into clear scoped work for his team. He hires engineers, breaks down projects into subtasks, runs status checks, reviews deliverables, keeps teams small, 5 max, operates on a heartbeat. So this is what he's been taught to do. I used Claude Code to help me kind of onboard these files and these markdowns. But yeah, here, let's go. So let's go next. Let's onboard this company. I'm going to go with the basic description they give you, just to see how that goes. But I think we're ready to launch. CodeForge, Marcus. All right, open issue. He's now running. He's going to start to figure out who he is. Okay, now he's running. So he's going to read his soul and his instructions, his guardrails, all those files. And then eventually he'll come around to hiring engineers. And that's where the board will step in. I'm the board. I'm going to give him permission to hire his engineers. And then he'll read in the CodeForge folder. I have 2 different prompts. I have one for a Minecraft clone, building a clone of Minecraft that you can run in the browser. And then one is a video editing software that I've been meaning to build, where you can upload your files and then they're going to take the transcript, chop it up in a nice way, and just save a lot of time editing videos of just manual, taking out mistakes and trimming videos in that way. So let's let Marcus run through and see what he decides to do. And I'll kind of skip through these as I go, and show you guys the highlights and see how the progress goes here. Now I'm telling Claude Code to tell Marcus to run on a 5 to 10 minute heartbeat schedule, just so we get a lot of activity from him. I'm now going to tell him to make sure he uses the file structure we already have provided for him. Make sure you use the files provided to you, and all the information that the company needs is within the CodeForge root folder. Ignore the Paperclip API instructions and just use the files available to you in your Marcus folder and the CodeForge folder. All right, we'll set that to critical. For those of you who don't know, that's WhisperFlow. It lets you talk into your Mac using an AI model. It's super nice for vibe coding. I'd highly recommend it. But yeah, so we gave him instruction, told him to use that folder. Let's see what happens. It's going to take a minute, but I'll keep you guys updated. So quick update, what I'm doing is I'm telling him that he has to have 2 senior engineers and 2 junior engineers. The senior ones use Opus and the junior ones use Sonnet. That way we have a good mix of, high token, smarter agents, and also some lower ones that are used for more boring tasks. Yeah, so we'll create that issue, make that critical. He also already hired Alex, which I have to approve. So let's go to my inbox, founding engineer. Sounds good, approve. All right, so now we have 1 engineer. We're telling him he has to hire more engineers before he begins the project. So we'll create that issue. And then let him read through that and get to work. Now the only issue is he's a bit slow. It takes a long time for him to get through his files and to read my issues. That's one of the few issues with Paperclip that I've seen so far. Is it takes a long time to get what you want to the agents. But let's see how long it takes them to hire some more agents here. Because we need at least 3 or 4 before we get coding on these 2 different projects. So if we dive into what it actually shows you on Paperclip, it gives them the to-dos. We have the tokens used and their total cost as well. So you can actually cap how much the agents run, which is pretty cool. You see run activity, issues by priority, issues by status, success rate. And then if you go in here, you can actually see what Claude is doing, what Claude Code is doing. And he has the assignments queued up. For this one, Alex hasn't ran yet at all. But here we go. If you see the organizational chart, we have Marcus here, CEO, Alex, founding engineer. For costs, about $2 so far, which is kind of a ambiguous number, but they're just tracking how many tokens used. Goals, issues, none of those yet. Issues is where you can see different things that you tell the agents to do and where the agents can communicate with each other. Yeah, so these are all different levels of priority here. So these are the critical ones, these are less critical, and then neutral here. In box, this is where I would approve engineers. And I can also leave comments on what they do and what actions they take. The only issue is it takes a long time for them to actually read your comments, which is another downside of Paperclip. If you want to create an issue, you go here, you select the agent you want to talk to do priority labels. Okay, here we go. Dana, Kai, and Riley. Okay, so we're about to get a few more pending approvals for new hires. Let's see how they come out, and then we'll approve those, and then hopefully Marcus knows to get to work and starts delegating the tasks to his team. Okay, we now have Marcus, Kai, Riley, Alex, and Dana all registered as agents and engineers in the company. I was a little bit concerned because we had a few different error logs here from Marcus, about 10 minutes straight of just failed runs. But he seems to have successfully hired his agents, and now we got to see if he is able to, trigger the rest of the team and get to work on the two projects we have. So I'll update you guys with what happens and how it goes, and I'll check back in if they start to get working on the code. All right, we got all 5 agents in action right now. They've all got different jobs here. So terrain generation is to Kai, project scaffolding to Alex, survival mechanics to Riley, braking, placing, hotbar, first person camera controls to Kai. Dana is smart edit. So Dana's doing the video editing software one, and then the rest are all working on Minecraft currently. Looks like they all have different roles here, different jobs. Yes, here you go. Minecraft phase 1, Minecraft phase 2, phase 3, and then one of the agents is on smart edit here. We're about to be burning through tokens pretty fast, but the way that Marcus has delegated these different jobs to different agents and kind of planned out this project pretty well is impressive to me, and see kind of the quality of the code we get and how close we are to getting a Minecraft clone with Paperclip AI. I'm going to tell Marcus that once everyone else finishes with Minecraft, they should all help out Dana with the smart edit software. Once the team finishes with Minecraft, make sure the agents migrate over to helping Dana with smart edit. So let's get that going. So just so he knows to redirect the compute towards there. But it's hard to see the progress. Oh, wow. Okay. Here we go. Our Minecraft clone has been completed. And it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Okay. So there's nothing. It's just green and blue. You can't even move. We have 120 frames per second, but that's literally about it. Nothing much else to say. I'm going to take a screenshot and give it to Marcus and tell him major errors with the first run, and we need to go back and make some fixes and see how he does with delegating those errors and fixes to the team. So I just gave Marcus this screenshot. It said huge errors with build, and that's all I was able to attach, just the one screenshot. So we'll create the issue and see what he gets from that. I gave it urgent priority. In the meantime, let's see if they are able to update this local host with some improvements, but we'll see. They may still be running the builds. They may still be adding terrain and different features. So I don't want to jump the gun too quickly and call it a failure. I think there's a chance that one of the agents may have ran the localhost live server before the rest of the agents were finished with what they were doing. So let's see if we give it more time, are they able to fix these issues and actually create a legitimate Minecraft clone in the browser? All right, so big update. We just got another update from, wow, okay, here we go. So big update from the team. The forward and backward W and D are messed up. So I'm trying to go forward. Okay, they keep opening up different versions of this in the browser. But the walking mechanics are completely broken. I can't go forward or backwards. I can go forward, but it's reversed. So W is backwards, S is forwards. It's kind of confusing. Yeah, they keep opening up new versions of it as they build, but I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there. I think I jumped the gun on that first reaction. They're building in phases, so there's a chance that the next phase they actually have blocks you can interact with and break. So let's give them the benefit of the doubt, give them some more time. But so far, I mean, there's been a big improvement from the first build to this build. So I'm happy with how the progress has played out, but still not quite playable just yet, and a few errors with the key bindings. So let's see. There's still a lot of agents working right now, continuously. I told Marcus about the edits. Let me see if I can find his response to that. So he got the error. It seems like he might have just delegated the tasks to a different agent to fix, which is fine. That's what his job is. I wish he didn't give the task for smart edit yet to Dana. I wish they were all working on Minecraft, but it's all right. That feels like a little bit strange. They would have one agent veer off and work on a different project. I guess it could have been a little bit more descriptive in the prompt, telling them to all work on the same thing at one time. Well, this is interesting. I'm not sure what this is here. Hopefully this isn't a major issue, but it looks like it's a test.html. So there's a chance maybe the agents are just kind of testing out the build and working through some bugs. Quick update, we've got some progress here on the build. Moving is now correct. Moving works normally. We also have the inventory bar here, and I can actually place blocks now. That's cool. We can't actually break blocks right now, but I mean, we've had a huge strides in what we can do. We can move around, jump, place blocks, different colors, water, sand, leaves. Okay, we also have a health bar here too. So definitely making progress. It's getting better and better. Still a bit of a ways to go, but it seems like the team's on the right direction, and the improvements they're making are definitely helping this game get better. And Marcus has been listening to my feedback. Okay, I'm actually getting a hunger. My hunger bar is going down now. So I might just die in this game before the build's even done. Let's go back and check on the team. So Marcus and Alex stopped working. Riley's right now on Minecraft Phase 2, still block breaking, placing, and hotbar UI. And then Minecraft Phase 4 is save load, performance optimization, final polish. Then Riley's also working on survival mechanics, health, hunger, mobs. Kai's working on textures, terrain height, and trees. They're still kind of working on the basics of the game. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, huge update here to textures. Huge update. I mean, it looks a little weird, but I mean, much better than what it was before. Now we have a full-on realistic Minecraft texture. We have some shaders here, some shadows. It's starting to get pretty impressive. Let's see if I can go break this tree. I can't, but I can still place. I just can't break. So I'll let Marcus know in a bit about that. Also, the render distance is pretty short. But yeah, here we go. We have the grass biome, we have sand biome, cactuses. It's getting a lot better. So I'm going to tell Marcus that we can't actually break blocks and then see if that might be fixed already or if he has to implement that change. I'll also let him know about the render distance being so short. So let's get those changes in effect. The render distance is very short, and you also cannot break any blocks, only place blocks. Let's do critical there. So that'll activate Marcus, and he'll get back to work here. But I'll check back in a few minutes with more progress. They keep testing the build with Chrome DevTools. That's why it keeps opening up these different Chrome windows. I think they're just testing for errors here with how it compiles or any bugs that might occur when you open it up in Chrome. So I'll check back in a few minutes once we get some more progress. So since the last update, we've seen a lot of improvement here. The shaders are looking really good. We now have water. You can see a bit further. They have kind of a mist to indicate it's too far in the render distance. But a lot more diversity in how it looks. We actually have some shadows, some good textures here. They're still working, and they're also adding a way to save the game. Looks like there's also night and day because it's getting darker right now. So they've added the ability for sunrises and sunsets. I'm not sure how long it's going to run for, but I'm going to keep checking in and see if Marcus gives me an end time that we can rely on. Let's see if there's any mobs that come out at night. I don't anticipate it because there's been no animals, but let's just see if it spawns anything in. Okay, wait, we have a zombie or something. He's gone now. But he hit me twice and I lost 2 health. Looks like I'm about to die. Well, I restart, respawn. Okay. Respawn works fine. Okay, cool. I'll check back in with more progress. One last look into here. Yeah, render distance increased, fog pushed out, FPS stays 30 plus. Okay. Left click break works reliably. Let's see if that's accurate. It's not accurate. Let me refresh. Yep, there we go. It's in. You can break now. Okay, so I asked Marcus to confirm when both projects are done, and we got this memo from him that both are officially done. All 4 phases of Minecraft are done. The browser-based 3D sandbox with all these different things. And then Smart Edit as well is done. All 4 phases of that is shipped as well. Team performance, he has a list here. All engineers are available for new assignments. Board, what's next? Okay, so final version of Minecraft. Let's play it through. I mean, I noticed that we have mountains now, which is cool. Like I said, braking works well. Animations are smooth. We have mobs, which we can't actually hurt, but we can run away from them. Not a ton new in Minecraft since the last update, but he says it's done and it looks pretty good. And we've had incredible progress since the first initial frame. So looking at Smart Edit in the folder, I'm not sure actually what it came out to. Looks like a Python script, a bunch of Python scripts. I'll come back and show you guys the finished product and see how it works. So this is pretty bizarre. I ran Smart Edit, 2 Python scripts in Claude Code, and it gave me these 2 MP4s.
Hello, welcome to this video about smart editing. So basically what we want to do.
So it seems like it gave us a clip of someone talking with a few different breaks in between what they're saying. And this one is supposed to be
welcome
the
to this
version.
Video about smart editing. So basically what we want to do is remove all.
So it removed this dead space in the text. But it told me there's no Anthropic key yet. There's no API key right now, so it can't actually work correctly. So I think I'll have to report back another time with the progress on Smart Edit. But I will say that Minecraft seemed to be a success. And as far as Paperclip, it's really fun to play with. And I think it's nice how it runs these things for you for a long time and lets them agents communicate and kind of slowly chips away at a problem and works on it together and breaks it up into different tasks. I think sometimes it's hard to get Claude on its own to run long enough to just finish a project from start to finish. But for Paperclip, it's kind of a set and forget where you give them the good prompt and they're going to run nonstop for long enough to fix things and to continue until it's done. It is very token inefficient, I will say. I used up probably about 30-40% of my session, and I have the Claude Max plan. So don't use this if you're constrained on tokens. This is not the most efficient way to use your tokens. But if you want it to run without your input nonstop, and for me, the use cases that I'm most excited about are, can I use this to find job descriptions and create applications for me in bulk? Can I use it to find people to reach out to network with? Can I use it to research and find me new angles for content and look at things I should make videos on? So for me, that's what interests me the most is, can I get this to run in the background while I'm doing schoolwork or other AI projects and save me time? But it seems like coding is the best use case from what I've gathered. I've tried other things. It's a little bit shaky because it doesn't have native MCP integration or API integration for whatever reason. So I might have to add that in with a GitHub fork. As of now, I'd recommend it for coding tasks or just experimentation. I wouldn't say use it as a daily driver because it's not very token efficient, but it's a fun project to try. And I'm looking forward to trying some new other agent orchestrator platforms soon and hopefully learning more and more about it as we go. But this has been a fun project. I really enjoyed trying this out and the Minecraft product was pretty fun. And I appreciate you guys watching the video and stay tuned for some more videos. And I got some cool ones ready to go soon. Thank you.